hello. Hope you're having a nice day. Nice chill Saturday. Oh, nice gaming Saturday. Depends on your preferences. Just to recap how the first stream went. Our big idea was we settle in pirate waters and we try to dig into the mountain and hide there like some dwarf mice in order to be safe from enemy bombardments. That did not really work. Mostly because I took just way too long to excavate the area under the mountain, to dig into it. Yeah, we have some area that we are starting to inhabit down underground with nice houses and all our industry. It's quickly becoming obvious that we can't keep expanding the settlement if we at the current pace if we want to stay on the ground. So here will be a compromise. All our important things will be hidden on the ground. Industry, factories, a lot of the storage eventually, all will go on the ground. Living quarters for mice, at least for the important ones, qualified ones. All will be there. We will still keep some things outside. And we will rearrange them. Right now, it's kind of chaotic, messy, not very nice to live in. So we're gonna make our outside settlement look a bit nicer, while still continuing to expand the underground part of it. Second thing that we... Second thing that we... Well, I messed up a little was resource management. Got a lot of stone, was really struggling on food, now really struggling on wood, and running low on resources to pay taxes. We'll need to come up with something to do about that. Luckily, the patch that released today rebalanced a lot of things with regards to taxes owed by decreasing them, and also increased the output of farming. So the game should become easier. I wish it did that before when everything was collapsing in my island. But it's okay. It's not a race anyways. We can just enjoy our time. So that's the plan. We rebuild the settlement a bit, we pretty it up, we put more decorations, more second floors, and we stop expanding as fast. We try to actually make a colony nice to live in, the way you would like to live in it, or me. So let us begin. One thing I learned is I have too many farms. Each farmer can work about 12 to 15 plots from what I've seen, and we have only... How many? 8 farmers. That means we should only be able to manage about 100-120 tiles of farmland. I think I have more than that, especially now that I'm trying to expand to this area here. So let's cancel the expansion plans, at least some of them. We can use up this land later when we run out of available land to my farm. Oh no, pirates! I forgot about them. Completely forgot that the pirates were due today. Well, we can refuse and they would bombard us. We can give them some of our machinery. 2 pieces of machinery would be enough to not get bombarded. Let's do that. Ransom paid. Yay! We'll survive today. Okay, our mining camp isn't doing anything because I did everything it was supposed to be doing. So we need to move them. Very popular today. First pirates, now smugglers who are probably pirates as well. Today's... and there's also a supply day and a colony supply ship and a colony ship scheduled. Today's like an open doors day at our colony, apparently. let's sell them some cutstone. Yeah, let's sell them some cutstone so we can get gold bars that we can use to pay back the taxes to the cats. Unfortunately, smuggler takes a 50% cut. Whatever resources are export to the smuggler, he only pays you half of its value. Then again, manufactured resources like this you can't give to the cats anyways. And I have a lot of stone to give. Okay, we can give them a lot of stone and get 2 gold bars. That's at least something. We invented building a bridge. Yay! We didn't really plan to use it. I plan to connect the islands via underground tunnels, channel tunnels. We might use a bridge, maybe, not sure. For now, 1 island is quite enough. Let's choose what we want to research next though. Oh, we could research an ore furnace that allows us to melt ores into bars used for advanced buildings. For example, the slides, the very fun slides that Whiskers used to quickly get off the height. Those require copper bars, I believe. So let's get that. Let me check actually. Yeah, they require copper bars. This way we can not rely on the cats to give us copper bars. We can smelt them at home and put slides everywhere and just make and what is it? Entertainment park for our Whiskers, just sliding off the mountains. Okay, we got a Whisker ship. Any good ones? Optimist and compassionate. That's a nice one. A perfectionist farmer. Okay, we got 2 Whiskers. That's already good enough. We don't want to expand too fast after all. Also, you can see quite a bit of ores here that we haven't gotten yet. And if we go to mine tool, we can see that there's veins of ores somewhere here. So we're gonna build a storage, and after it's constructed, we'll move the miners here and start digging out that area as well. A supply ship. Okay, we'll get a tax collector tomorrow. Our current tax is actually expected fairly low. So I'm gonna get a cheap option of the supply ship so we can overpay on the next tax and get nice gifts. Okay, fantastic. We get 4 extra mice. What can we put them to? Yeah, gifts can be free research, bonus to some efficiency for 3 days, or just resources. We actually got a lot of farmers now. Used to be a problem, we didn't have farmers, now we have farmers. Okay. That just means we can build another farm. Have 4 farms so far. Let's add the 5th one. difficult choice of where to put a farm. Yeah, farms only operate in a certain range, as you can see when it's being placed. So it's a question, and unlike most mining and lumbering buildings, you can't move it for free, so you need to be smart about where to put. Oh, well, we meant this as a joke. The game does not. The game is very serious. Whiskers are very serious. Mice. So the question is essentially, where do we want to plant things? Let's put it here. We got approval! Everyone hates the food, everyone hates the houses, but they're happy to have food and houses. Yeah, mood indeed. I'm really struggling to come up with a good way to position things. Everything is on so many levels, it's hard to choose where do you actually want to have things. I'll put it somewhere, we can deassemble it later anyways. Sure, we would lose some resources if we deassembled things, but not too terribly much. Tax collector is here! For once, we're actually quite stocked up to pay him off. Oh, her. Let's sell some of the fish. Sure, it doesn't give us much money. Sorry, fish does give us food. But we just have too much fish in our warehouse. It's clogging up the warehouse really badly. Okay, we're paying to the maximum. Money, please. Well, teachers didn't give me gifts, so cats are better. Okay, what did we get offered? Not much. We didn't get any research offered. We can get clothes or we can get fertilizer, which is very important to getting good output out of your fields. But instead we're gonna reroll and hope for the bonus effect or some research. We did get a bonus effect, but it increases efficiency of fuel industries, which we do not have. Damn. Let's reroll again. Same effect, which we don't need, and schematics that we don't need. Okay, so we did roll a schematic that we are currently researching for smelting ores into ingots. Tempted to go for that. But also we can get fertilizer and machinery, which is also nice. Or some prepared iron and copper bars. I think I'll go for schematic. Simply because research is nice. And also let's get fertilizer. We can choose a new research zone. Let's choose some decorations. Why not? Let's learn how to put signposts. We need to do research in order to know how to write things on a stick. Okay, mining camps aren't doing anything. That's a problem, but we almost completed the warehouse. We might as well move them and put them to work. Let's get all the valuable ores we can. Okay, our earthworks, the guys that fill up land with stone, don't actually do anything right now. They're just lazing around. We do not like that. Let's reclaim some land from the ocean. So we have a more flat and equal area here. And then we can move these buildings to not be in this weird diagonal shape, but rather have them in a nice straight street. Well, somewhat straight. Same on this side. We do have quite a bit of forest still high up on the mountain, but it is quite high. Let's actually put a weaver on the ground. We have quite a number of mice now, and we could use being able to make our own clothes, because right now all our clothes are imported from the clothes. Clothes are imported from the clothes. From the cats. All our clothes are being imported from the cats. But we do have a lot of flax that we can use to actually make clothes. So let's expand our industry. Mohaha. And we can even put a carpenter. Still not exactly sure what benefits we get from. Oh, okay. Carpenter is a 3-story tall building, if not all 4. I can't fit that underground. I will need to expand up again. Good to know. No, carpenter is postponed. But this our approval is going up and up. It's heavy rain right now, which is not good, but the approval is doing good. Yeah, the tunnel power will need to be postponed. Sad. From what I've heard on the Discord, devs are currently planning to increase the speed of mining, among other tweaks that they're doing. So hopefully in the future, this kind of playthrough with active expansion on the ground would be easier to do if mice can actually learn to dig faster. We research a signpost. Let's research more decorations. And since we're terraforming actively, let's build a second earthworks in order to terraform faster. We can also use some extra fancy houses now that we have a lot more planks again. Let me actually check if everyone is employed or anyone is being lazy. Oh, another thing they just changed in the interface. I really wanted it. So now when you click on a type of production building, there's already buttons to put everyone in that building on overtime or pause the building. So you don't need to open farms one by one if you want to put every farmer on overtime. You can just open the list of farms in the menu and just click through them quickly in one button. Much more convenient for doing something on a large scale. Devs are doing some really good changes here. We need more mice. I know I said we shouldn't expand too fast, but we need more mice. Yeah, it is nice. Some of the things are a bit more in the category of bugs, what they're changing, but overall, I would say that majority of the changes in the first 2-day patches are focused on making the experience nicer rather than fixing something that's completely broken. Okay, let's speed up. Not really much we can do. Our mice is steadily working. Oh, research is completed. That was fast. That was very fast. I'm just gonna get the cheap, easy research out of the way. Why? Not that we need a plank about schematic by itself. The bigger problem is that the cats keep trying to give it to me because it's cheaper for them. Like, here, have this schematic you don't need. But we promised you a schematic, we're giving you a schematic. So I'm gonna get the cheap ones out of the way in order to get nicer schematics from the cats. Miners are being lazy again. Stop being so lazy. Also, they put the rangers on each building. Now, the rangers are a bit smaller than I would like them to be honest. It does cause some micromanagement in terms of getting things working. So that you need to constantly move camps. Yeah, we're recovering land from the ocean. Yay! I would like to assign more people to that duty. Fortunately, we don't have more valuable mice. Oh, everyone hates us? Why? Bland food. They're eating fish at this point, they run out of berries, and they hate fish. But fish is healthy for you, and it's cheap. So, sorry, you're gonna keep eating fish. Yeah, Sardine Islands, I think. Oh, consider it a gifted teacher. That does not happen. Well, we got one whisker, that's something. Another house researched. Smokery! We can finally smoke fish. That would be very nice. But for that we need fuel. How do we get fuel? We have a charcoal burners, which can turn logs into fuel. Let's start building it. One problem with it, it's one of those industry buildings that provide pollution on their own. Not just the fireplaces, but even some buildings by their own. So we're gonna put it somewhere in the corner where it doesn't annoy everyone it can. Let's put it here for now. Quite the way out. And let's put roads everywhere. That was a thing that I really neglected in my previous stream. Building enough roads to speed up movement across my settlement. Normally you want your mice to move on the roads as much as possible. The reason I didn't do it is that it used to be non-refundable, and I was not planning for it to be a permanent settlement. Nowadays, it is a refundable building, fully refundable, so there's really no reason not to build roads as long as you can afford to. We can, so we will. And once again, we need more mice. We always need more mice nowadays. Oh wait, farmers aren't doing anything. Why not? Because they're out of range of any farm that needs to be tended. Yeah, I really did not plan well for farms having a range, actually. Let's expand this big field. Use up all the fertility so then we can fill it up with stone and have it be a level higher. As we planned originally. How are miners doing, actually? Let's check on them. Do you have work? You do. Good. Oh, our mice love us! Because we got fancy clothes from the cats. I feel like clothes from the clothes could be a fashion brand. And an unintended tongue twister for me to pronounce. Smuggler! Gonna take our stone. We don't need it. I keep trying to get rid of the fish and it keeps building up nonetheless. Let's underpay the taxes. We at full trust, so we might as well. Yeah, I also wish more fancy clothes meant more fancy hats. Don't think they care. Or them having the cloaks that I make for them. That would be very cute. Tiny mice in tiny little cloaks. We got 3 nice mice. Perfect. And our weaver is ready. We don't have enough engineers. Well, damn. Cutter isn't doing anything. Oh, because they cut down all the wood. Okay, that makes sense. Heavy on stone. Actually, our supplies of stone are slowly decreasing. That's an achievement. Given how much it was overflowing our storage before. Yeah, the main topic of complaint is the food. Now that everyone has to eat fish and we don't have berries anymore. We really need to get that smoked fish available. Smoker unlocked. Too bad we don't have fuel ready. So we're currently digging down part of the main transportation road to the underground. Why? I want to replace the current stairs with the more efficient, longer ones. Problem is they are too long and they are not fitting. So we need to expand the passageway. Like this. Now we have a nicer, quicker road down. I just like the sounds they make when they jump off. Mwah. Actually, we're quite close to this other island. With a lot of wood. We could dig a tunnel to it. From here. Let's try. Oh, actually, one level deeper. Think here we're digging at exactly the ocean level. That's not smart. Although, maybe it would work. Out of curiosity, let's try digging one tile below the ocean and see what happens. Whether it will get flooded or not. We need some copper bars to build more slides. Let's disassemble some of the existing slides. In that way we can build a nice slide down to our underground settlement. Look at it! Now you can either go down the stairs, or up the stairs, or you can just slide down. Like this mice just did. Whee! It makes me very happy how they just slide down. Not sure why, but it does. Oh, we're starting to lose approval. Why? Mostly still disappointed with the quality of food. I'm sorry, but fish is just too cheap. We're actually doing very good on storage. We have more than 5,000 gold worth of supplies in storage for taxes. That's very nice. Let's see what composes this vast supplies. Mostly cotton. We have been growing cotton the whole summer, and we do have a lot of cotton ready now. Cotton is very efficient to pay your taxes with in the game. Don't know about real life, haven't tried. It does have a disadvantage that it drains the soil very, very fast. However, in this case, we don't care. We have a lot of soil that we're not really using. And I want to terraform this lower level anyways. I might as well use up all the nutrients in the soil before filling it up with rocks. To be fair, terraforming is going very slow so far. We have 4 whiskers, almost 10% of our whole population, working. No, they're not working. They're idle. Why aren't you working? I have a suspicion why. They can't access the places I need to terraform. I did not think of that. Yeah, that was a problem. I need I wanted to terraform behind the buildings. I do need to disassemble some of the buildings in order to do so. Never mind, not a problem. We still have sufficient houses for everyone. Hi, Crow. How's our channel tunnel doing? Well, it's a very dedicated whisker digging to the other island. In a day or two, we'll see whether he gets there or gets flooded when he gets there. We could build some more storage though. We have some storage, but we could use up some more. Let's build it here, where we free up some space by terraforming. Oh yeah, now that we demolished the buildings that were getting in the way, they're finally building things where I wanted. And we're losing approval. Why? Oh, the clothing is falling apart. We ran out of clothes. Damn. Okay, this is an emergency. Our whiskers are clothesless. We'll have to shut down one of the sawmills in order to send the engineers to make us clothes. I don't know why engineers are the ones making clothes, but I guess it's automated looms or something. Tax collector, well, that's easy. Here, have all the cotton. Only 50 cotton is enough to cover taxes and then extra. You have over 100. Let's get some fancy clothes for our whiskers. Oh, gifts! What will you give us? Not much. Let's reroll. What do you give us? Still not much. Another hope. Okay, we're not getting any good gifts, it seems. Yeah, we're not getting any good gifts. Let's get at least a schematic. Oh, nice! The schematic, I didn't realize it at the time. I thought it was a planka boat. No, I'm blind. It's a stoner boat. So we learned how to make better houses. We learned how to make houses from tier 1 with 3 stars out of 4. They use planks and cut stone. This one is still only a house for 1. But maybe we could build it for the more important members of our community, meaning me, Trees, and Crow. Everyone else gets the worst houses. I mean, some of them still live in stone shelters, which is not the highest level of quality. Okay, which whiskers are we gonna get? Oh, there's an indicated Optimist Farmer. Fantastic whisker. I'm 1 approval short of being able to get him. 1 approval. Well, I guess we can get a healthy engineer. We're almost done with the tier 0 of research. Soon we'll be able to move on to the next tier of research for more fun things. Meanwhile, fall has begun already yesterday, which means we really need to stock up on the wood and food, since winter is coming. Luckily, we have a second fishing dock we're not currently using, so once we actually need more food, we can always activate second fishing dock and get more fish. Sure, Whiskers hate fish, but they'll survive. How's our channel tunnel, actually? Well, they're getting close. Day 42 has ended. Oh no, the universe, the answers to all questions have gone unanswered. On the plus side, thanks to our fancy clothes, all the Whiskers now love us. What is this colony? They don't even care about bad houses as much. They care mostly about having good clothes and having good food. This is not the priorities for average colonists. Those are some modern 21st century colonists. Just give us good clothes, give us good food. We don't care about anything else. At least our farms are doing really good so far. A sweets and a hungry cat. Well, protect the sweets with your life. And the best way to protect them is eat them. Hi, welcome back. Can build better houses now. Nice. Yeah, now that we have quite a bit of our land put outside of underground where we're planning to build the settlement, we have some whiskers living underground safely now. Most are still living outside in those stone shelters from when we first settled here. Since town hall and cafe and research and all the important stuff except for manufacturing is in this area, we'll make a proper settlement here after all, make some proper houses for them as well. Hey, we're sleeping here. Try to destroy an occupied house while someone was sleeping. They were not amused. And it's raining. Someone is constantly going idle. Why? Pirates! The pirates are here! Again! What can we give you, pirates? Machinery. They keep wanting my machinery. No problem. Claws are giving me quite a lot of machinery. And they'll bombard us with one cannonball. Okay, we can survive one cannonball. Ow! That was a ominous laughter. He 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 he. Smugglers are also here. Okay. Yeah, ever since the devs today rebalanced the game, less taxes and more fertility or more output of fertility, my storage is just going up. We're doing good. We have a lot of money now. Okay, everyone's going unemployed. Give me a second. I see you've dug out a lot of things. Nice. I will give you more things to dig. We need to dig deeper. And we are running out of houses? Wait, why? Oh, because we kept demolishing buildings in order to get access to the areas to terraform. Yeah, so my original plan was to move everything underground. Biggest problem I encountered was it was taking just too damn long to excavate the area. I'm still trying to pull it off. Here you can see that we have all our factories and quite a number of our houses safely tucked underground. But it took forever to excavate, especially since both of these buildings are two-story high, so we needed to excavate an area that is 2 tiles high. We will still expand it though. I definitely want to plant some mushrooms here. I have some lands that are fertile for mushrooms. I just need to dig it more. And I had to stop the terraforming project there because we started running out of money, so I had to send all our miners to get precious ores on the other side of the island. Now that we have precious ores, we can resume the terraforming. More importantly though, I sent 2 of our miners to dig a tunnel to this island. Here, underwater tunnel. Let's see how they're progressing. Yep, they're underwater. Look. I can see the surface of the tunnel peeking in right under the... on the bottom of the ocean. That is funny. I wonder if I should have done it 1 level deeper. But too late. I just like how this random, what looks like a ceiling door sticking in the bottom of the ocean here. Okay, it's too far away from them to actually dig there. Yeah, that's another problem. So, buildings have a range now. They only work if the things they're supposed to work on are in range. And right now the tunnel is so deep, my miners can't even access it. Let's expand the tunnel so we can move the miners there. That just means I need to move them closer to the tunnel, but since it's 1 tile wide, we can't really do anything about that. I'm just happy that the idea worked. Yeah, the range thing is a good thing. Before, they would go half the way across the island and be stupid. Now, it works much more sensible. The problem is you need to actually keep an eye on, since they tend to run out of resources in range and then just sit around doing nothing. On a plus side, the devs also changed in their axis. Mice always return home at the end of the night. If the night ends and they're still outside, they get teleported to their house. So at least they don't get stuck somewhere outside and then not sleep the entire night. That problem has been solved. Day 44 has ended. Will we get to 444? We shall see. Right. I also wish I could just teleport to my bed. Alas, doesn't work that way. Let's put some decorations. We currently have very boring area on the ground. Let's make it a bit nicer. Decorations. Let's put some flowers. Oh, we can put some pots here. Oh no, the tax collectors are here again. Anyways. We have so much cotton. Let's give them all the cotton. We still have 100 cottons saved up. I think I'm going a bit overboard on the cotton. But cotton is money. Cotton is life. I should start preparing for winter though. I unlocked bonfires, which is a more advanced heating source, a renewable one. So, oh wow! Actually, look how much campfire gives heat. Okay, give me a second. Got schematic for piping water out of the ocean. Let's see what that does. And some nice bread. Good. Anyways. I was saying that campfires that we already had, the only thing we had for heating is the demo, only have this much radius. Bonfires have so much more radius of heating. Let's place some bonfires strategically so we can keep our settlement warm. When the winter comes. And we can actually put them on elevation. So campfires we couldn't, we had to put them on the ground. Bonfires, since they have a stone base, we can put them on elevation properly. That is very nice. Let's place a few so we can keep warm. Also, we need to move our terraformers because now they are not doing anything. Again. It's also important that we keep our farms warm throughout the winter because right now we are growing a lot of cotton and cotton tends to die if it gets too cold for it. Guys, why are you idle at the farm? Why aren't you doing anything? We maxed out approval! Because now we actually have clothes and comfortable housing. Nice. You know what that means? That means it's overtime time. Yep, you guessed it. I just need to choose who to send overtime. It's not a question of whether to do it or not. No, it's on a question of who gets overtime. Sawmill, you're gonna get an overtime. We need more planks. And you can also get more stone cutter. Thank you. Basically, all of our industry gets overtime.
Be it carrying cargo or commuting to work, every whisker appreciates a good path. A good, proper path. Nothing better. I love it when I start going in a direction and poof, as if someone knew my destination, a perfect path is there to lead me on. We could use some more good paths.
First of all, what is that accent? Secondly, I like how they gave me a quest to build stone pass, but I don't have a schematic for stone pass yet. Why? Yeah, to tease me because it's not in the demo. Perhaps. I did find it hilarious though how people in the demo were just building stairs up and down, because that was quicker than using wooden normal floors. Okay, we have a number of bonfires now. What we need is a fire tender. So a specialist who will keep an eye on all our bonfires and make sure they never go out. Who will ironically live right under a bonfire? That only makes sense that a fire tender would be right under a bonfire. Oh wait, I paused at some point. Sorry, that was not intentional. Apologies. By the way, Crow, have you seen the slides? The very fun slides. Whee! That's a quicker way to go down. They just slide down instead of using stairs. They still need to go up the stairs up when they need to get up, but otherwise, whee it is. And we can start smoking fish now to have some nicer fish. We are good on fuel. Let's put it here. Along with the rest of the stinky industry. We're also gonna put a bonfire on the ground. However, there is a problem with fires on the ground. Normally smoke will try to escape up. That would not work in case of underground, so it would go around and make everyone very angry. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a chimney. A literal hole from our underground settlement, just going up, up, up. And we'll use it to get rid of all the smoke and stink from the bonfires that we'll put underground to keep our underground settlement warm. I hope it works that way, because if not, then I will make a hole up to the surface for no reason. So it better works that way. Oh, we can spend approval to unlock a policy from the clause that will make whiskers make trinkets in their spare time, and we can use those trinkets to pay taxes. Yes, please. Have a feeling I forgot to put a bonfire somewhere. Ah, I know where I forgot to put it. Here. Next to fishing docks and such. They like the housing. Nice. We are slowly getting out of the mess that I got the settlement into in the first stream. But very slowly. Let's build some more nice houses. Oh, nice whiskers. Okay, we got another building that requires apprentice farmers. The smokery for smoking fish requires apprentice farmers. Do we have any apprentice farmers? That's the question. We should have some. Okay, we do. Working in a farm where they really don't need to be qualified to work there. I'm doing okay. I was running very low on taxes at one point until the devs swing by and rebalance everything to fix all my issues. Mostly, I would say my problem is with how disorganized the settlement is. Like, sure, it might work fine, but it's not very pretty. Previous time when I played, I tried to make a very pretty settlement, because that's part of the fun with this kind of games, right? So I am not happy that I ended up over-optimizing. That's what I want to fix, even if it means wasting some time. And our whiskers are unemployed again. Well, rather, employed but not doing anything. I guess you dug out everything there was to dig out here. That's fine. We got plenty of resources to pay taxes with, so we can move you guys back underground, so you can expand our settlement. Good job, helping us catch up on the taxes. Now back to making a safe home for all of our whiskers. What are terraformers doing? Actually, where are they even? Okay, they run out of things to do. Not a problem. We'll give you things to do. More importantly, how are our bonfires doing? Because today is the last day of autumn. Winter starts tomorrow. Smugglers keep arriving and asking me if I have anything to give them. Keep giving them stone. Yeah, Cotton is just paying for all my tax needs. Single-handedly. Did we get any good gifts? Not really. Let's reroll. Oh, nice! So, we got our first building that requires water. Sifting tower. It turns water and coal into fuel. A lot of fuel. Let's get that. And let's get some more fancy clothes. Apologies. So overall, we're doing quite good now. We have a lot of industry buildings researched. We should really start building them, actually. So my economy is doing good currently, but it's not a very advanced economy. That is a problem. No, bonfires are lit. The beacons are lit. Whiskers call for aid. And worms will answer. No, it's getting cold. Not yet cold, but it is getting there. And we need more houses. We run out of houses. Familiar crisis indeed. Mostly because we're running out of planks. But now, our whiskers actually enjoy their life. Now that we have some smoked fish, they're happy. They have decent houses, they have decent food. You don't even need to grow any berries. Just the fish is enough. You should assign a second person to tend to the fires. Me? Decent? No. I'm evil overlord. I make them pay taxes to the cats all the time. But to be fair, that helps them not be eaten by cats. So, you win some, you lose some? Kind of want more whiskers. Can we get some more? I could request additional whiskers with 3 seals, but 3 seals is quite pricey. I will send some of my industry people on overtime. We could really use more clothes and more planks. And more fish, let's be real. No, mining camp is idle again. Yeah, I'm getting really tired of babysitting these miners. Digging our channel tunnel. What do we actually need to build? Not what we want, not what we want to build, not what we can build. What do we need to build? Probably an ore furnace. We do increasingly need those smelted ores. So let's build a furnace. Let me see about the dock. I know that shipbuilding is not in the game yet. They decided to release it later when they have it more polished. Yeah, I think the dock is not currently available. As far as I understand, basic mechanics are there, but they're not enough balanced or fun by the developers' opinions. Yeah, I don't think the dock is here. Sad. How's our heat doing? We're all doing pretty good on the heat, thanks to all the bonfires we put here. I think this is the only area that's not covered by the heat properly. Can we fix that? Yeah, I think we can. What do they use actually? They use fuel. Okay, so we need more fuel, basically. Okay, that means we need to stop selling coal and start actually turning coal into fuel. But for that we also need water. Oh, that's a tall tower. And entrance is from the side. Wow, interesting. I think the first time I see a building that has entrance on the higher levels than the floor. That's cool. We need some more houses though. So let's build a second floor of the houses here. Why can't I build an entry? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see why. Because I'm an idiot. I was putting it to the wrong tile. This actually looks decent. So we have second floor of the houses on top of the first one, and it connects to two of the existing fields. And one of them is right next to the slide. So that means mouse whiskers can't get directed to the second floor from the main area, but it's not that much of a detour for them. Let's make them a bit more accessible stairs though. These are very steep stairs to climb, but now you can go from a cafe straight home, even if you live on the second floor. See, that's what I meant by making a pretty settlement rather than an optimized one. Is this smart? Not particularly, but it looks fun. And everything is warm, except this tiny bit of land. Yeah, you can't just jump out of your window straight to the kitchen, to the cafe. Probably gonna spook the server, but oh well. We maxed out approval! How did that happen actually? I guess they just were all happy. Most importantly though, it's winter. We have heating everywhere. we have only -8 at mild pollution. Only -8. Before, we would be getting dozens, if not hundreds, of pollution. Two reasons. First of all, we're using bonfires rather than campfires. Not only are they more efficient, they heat further, while the smoke does not spread as far. So yeah, campfires are just very inefficient. Equally as importantly though, look at how we place the bonfires. They're always close enough that the heat can hit other area, but not directly attached, or they're elevated. That's a trick I learned yesterday. That the heat spreads everywhere around, but the smoke will always try to escape up. It will affect neighboring tiles, but only on the same elevation, normally, if it can escape up. So the working technique is to place it slightly above the ground, and as long as it has clear space, it will hit without actually suffocating everyone. Oh, wait, one problem. I forgot to hit the underground. Oh, give me a second. I will even need to pause for this. I forgot to hit the underground. I was freeing up space to make a chimney, and I waited until they finish with the chimney to I was waiting until they finish making a chimney to make the bonfire under it. They never did the chimney for some reason, and now Alpha Underground is freezing, so we will have to get pollution. Oh no. Yeah, I know I blocked the slide. I just need this camp, this mining camp to be able to dig the chimney through. It was not accessible before. There was no stairs. So I will unblock the slide after the chimney is ready. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. This is one of the rare cases where it was not me being a dumbass. We need more whiskers. But it's winter, so nobody will be arriving. Sad. And we can't actually build a sifting tower to make fuel out of our coal because we don't have copper bars. We could make them in the ore furnace, but for that we need someone to work it. And now the colony management is starting to catch up with me. Yeah, you can't get baby whiskers in this game, sadly. You have to rely on the imported ones. Not sure if it's in the plans to change in the future or not. But currently, that's how it works. Oh no! I forgot we had maxed out approval and I did not use it. We got plus 300 because we got fancy tea in good clothes and I forgot to use the approval. Oh well. You know what that means? It's overtime time. Fishing overtime. Sawmill overtime. Stonecutter, believe it or not, overtime. Weaver overtime. Charcoal furnace overtime. Parks and Rec reference if you're getting it. Smokery overtime. My approval will plummet tomorrow, but I don't care. You get an overtime and you get an overtime. Everyone gets an overtime. Also, the chimney is ready! It goes straight to the campfire, so bonfire. So with any luck, all the smoke will go right up. Meanwhile, the underground will be safely heated. Yeah, no, sadly, number of houses, you still can't tell. It is a thing that was brought up repeatedly with the devs, so they're aware. But they haven't implemented anything for it yet. Now we can move the mining camp back inside and unblock the slide. We're overall staying warm. Some places it's a bit chilly, but overall, we're good, we're good. We do need more houses though. Sadly, we run out of planks. Like, completely run out of planks. So that means we need to reactivate our second, what it was called. We need to reactivate our second sawmill, for which we need engineers. One of the existing jobs will have to go. Probably the smokery. I actually can't see any smoke coming out of the chimney. I can see it when I zoom in, going up, but I can't see any actually leaving the top of the chimney. It just disappears into the side of the mountain somehow. We are running really low on planks. Planks and fuel, both of them are really low. Guess because winter we need to heat up a lot of things. That can be a problem. Yeah, now we're starting to experience a mild pollution, -75. I wonder if that's all because of the underground or not. You will see, now that the chimney is ready, maybe the pollution will go away. There is a chance that the chimney does not work the way I thought it would. I wish there was a pollution view similar to the heat view. Okay, yeah, they are getting pollution even though there is a chimney. The chimney did not work. By the way, I did not know this is a possible view mode. So it's not a level one, but it's an underground one. I can see the chimney towering here. This is cool. Too bad it doesn't work. The chimney. I was so happy with it. What we might do is we might move it a bit higher. We could... Right now bonfire is one level above ground. We could move it even higher. That just means we need to widen the access to it. Well, most of bonfires work fine for pollution right now, giving almost none. It's this one that's a problem. So it really is a positioning issue. Let's widen the chimney. Let's try widening it. Who knows, maybe it will help. We'll make it 2 tiles wide and we'll place the fire 1 level higher. Maybe that would work. Sorry, slide, you're gonna be blocked again. Actually, no. We can put a stairs here. They just need to go up another stair and down again. Yeah, there's definitely more research about beta utilities. Example, heating stove, which doesn't seem to have pollution. Although, no, maybe it just doesn't show up. And there is even underground pipes to heat up with for central heating. That's way too advanced for us, though. We ran out of fuel. That's a problem. We really need more fuel in order to keep warming the places. And we ran out of storage. Been a while since that happened. Okay, let's place more storage somewhere. Okay, this does not work. The area is too narrow for me to have a reliable second floor. This trick overall worked here nicely. I mean, it works on this area. It just one short of a width here because of the stairs. Oh well, I'll come up with a better idea later. For now, we can use up this area that we reclaimed from the ocean and build a lot of storage there. We did! We filled up with earthworks, so it used to be ocean here. And then we fixed that. We could just connect the lands completely by a normal passageway, but that's too easy. We can just fill it up until we can cross over. We can build a bridge. What do? We dig an underground tunnel. How's it doing, by the way? I think they actually made it to the island already. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they made it to the island by now. Let's dig in a tiny bit further just in case, so I don't accidentally go up and end up in the water, just flooding the whole tunnel. That would be funny. Yeah, I think we finally reached. So we will expand the area a bit more and dig up, and then we'll be able to connect the two islands. Yeah, everyone's complaining about bad food and pollution. Now that we no longer smoke our fish, food is boring for them again. Oh no, we're starving! We ran out of food! Okay, we're in trouble. Why are you starving? Did you get stuck somewhere? Don't know. But we do have food. Why are you starving? Anyways. Yeah, we will not grow any more cotton. Let's switch to berries. We need food. I got so used to having way too much fish that I missed the moment when that changed. Oh no, we really are in trouble now. Supply ship, do you have food for us? You do. Oh, fishing docks. You're also going on overtime. Deactivated second fishing dock. We give both on overtime. We put some of the fields on berries. Hopefully we should be able to save our mice from starving. Don't want anyone to die. I haven't had a single dead mice so far. And I intend to keep it that way. Look at that! This is hilarious. So I built the underground tunnel, and I can see the top of the sink of the tunnel on the ocean floor. I also put a miner camp there for them to work the tunnel, and its ceiling clipped through the surface. The ceiling of the mining camp is just sticking out of the ocean. Yeah, I also think the starving guy is stuck. What is he stuck in? Waffles. I can't even pick him up. He's not marked as being stuck. Yeah, sad. I think he's going to die. He bugged out in the front of the building, and I can't do anything to get him out of there. I could try breaking the sawmill. I would lose quite a bit of logs on it. Actually, let's see what happens when the day ends, whether he teleports back home or not. If he doesn't teleport back home, that means, yeah, he's completely screwed up. Okay, according to the internet, there is a bug right now. with them being stuck. And that if you reload from an autosave, it's too late for them. So I'm gonna try and save them, put the game on pause, do a proper save, and see if that saves the Whisker. We're gonna go on a break for a few minutes while I try to save, load, reload, and all that. So see you in a few minutes. And we're back. I have reloaded. Hopefully it will save the Whisker. He's still showing up as starving. But now he is inside the house. So that's a good sign. Just hope he'll get out of house early enough to actually eat. Because it's the end of the day. And everyone likes us. We got them tea. Everyone loves tea. And fashionable clothes. And my whole game just froze. On the new day. Well, I guess back to the break it is. Apologies. I don't think it's my computer. I think the game just completely froze out. Okay, it unfroze. Literally, the moment I paused the stream, it unfroze. That's first thing. Second thing, he died. We lost a Whisker. He even unbacked out of the door, so he was fine. But he did it too late. He didn't have time to eat, and he starved in his own house. And I don't have another save to roll back to. I'm sad. Goddamn bags, how dare you? We need to find a good place for him to rest. Yeah, rib waffles. Somewhere peaceful, somewhere away from all this work and stuff. Kinda tempted to just put him on top of the mountain, away from everyone. Like he could just be on the top of the mountain resting. It would take forever for someone to actually get there and build him a grave. But it could work. Sky Sanctuary, indeed. Should I do that? Yeah, exactly. He'll be watching over everyone. I'm gonna do that then. That's a lot of ladders to climb just to pay respects to one mice. Whoever needs to visit Waffles has a long way ahead of them. Guess Waffles was an introvert. Doesn't want anyone visiting him. Oh well, this was sad. This was actually genuinely sad. That we couldn't even save him. Okay, how are terraforming going? It's not. They're not doing anything. Again. Why are you guys so lazy? This is kind of frustrating me. I should leave the review for that or feedback for that. So most most jobs, most occupations, they warn you when they're not doing anything. Not the terraforming guys. Terraforming guys, whenever they don't have anything in the range, which is common, they just sit and chill. Not really doing anything at all. Okay, we expanded the chimney. Hopefully now we'll be able to put a bonfire there without everyone being angry about it. Look at him, he's got flowers on his little grave. So sad. Poor Waffles. Let's add some flowers to our houses, just so it looks nicer. And we're still running out of coal. Yeah, this settlement is really freezing up. No, achievement. Walkable town. Because Whiskers are happy about decorations. Okay. That was kind of the plan. Oh no! Oh no! Because the heat everywhere is dying. Because we ran out of coal, all the heating places died. And our cotton is freezing. Oh no, all the cotton we've been growing for so long is just freezing up now. Oh, you can't hear the game? Bro, can you hear the game? That's strange. For me, it's showing as playing. Okay, let me check the settings. Oh, you also can't hear the game the whole time? Okay, that is strange. Let's take a break and I will try to figure out what went wrong. So ever since we returned from the break, the game has been silent. That's strange. That's not how it's supposed to be. Oh. Okay. Let me try reloading the game again. Because Streamlabs is telling me that the music is playing. Meanwhile, I guess it is not. Okay, be back. Okay, hello, we're back. Let me know if the sound is on now or if it is not. Before I did put this sounds to quieter for the stream, so maybe that's okay. Is the volume level good or should I increase it? Volume's good. Fantastic, thank you. Yeah, this is actually the last day of winter, which is good. But all our bonfires ran out of fuel and died. Which is bad, because all our cotton will die as well. Just a bit. And we're still running out of food. Colony is crumbling again. Okay, so should I put the music a bit louder or do you prefer it as is? Okay, like this. Okay. But if at any point I need to adjust anything, just let me know. We need more houses. But for that we need planks, which we don't have right now. We need better houses. We have some, but they're not as good. So I'm trying to build here a second floor for some of the houses, and I just can't feed the stairs down in any reasonable sort of way. That is a problem. How are we gonna solve it? Well, if we can't fit our stairs into the existing area, we're gonna change the area. We're gonna reclaim some land from the ocean. Hopefully that will allow us to actually build this thing the way we're supposed to. Wait, why is the fishing dock at 0 people all of a sudden? I swear I assigned you Whiskers to work. What happened? Oh no! No wonder we're running out of food again. The fishermen just ran away from fishing for some reason. And I don't get what happened. No, they're going hungry. No, we need food. At least the winter is over. We survived our second winter. Yay! It's still cold. And all our cotton has rotten. Oh wow, that rhymed. Which means we just lost a ton of money. Like, a lot of money on losing that cotton. But the winter is over, so hopefully we'll be able to grow it anew. Tax ship has arrived. You know what, tax ship? I will not pay you anything. Oh, poor waffles. Actually, in a grave, if you hover over it, it even tells you who it was, what days they lived, and what is the cause of death. Poor waffles, day 16 to 55, died of starvation. Rib waffles indeed. Oh, Whisker ship arrived. Nice. Who can we get? Thoughtful craftsman miner. That's nice. Swift farmer. Nice. Gifted engineer. Okay, 3 nice whiskers. Everyone's hungry about bad food again. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. At least we still have food. That was already a uncertainty. If they're unhappy with the food, they can visit Waffles. They can. It's a whole day trip up there. But yes, please do visit Waffles sometimes. He doesn't get lonely. Mining camp, why aren't you doing anything? No mine shafts marked nearby. I thought I did mark your mine shafts. You're supposed to be doing as a channel tunnel. Why aren't you? We have almost 400 cotton. Yeah, might have gone a bit overboard with growing cotton. This point I need the tax collectors to arrive so I can give them all this cotton. Yay! Approval is up! Mostly because we got some good food from the cats. The cats are saving our tails. Could have thought, they really are benevolent overlords. Giving us so many good things and food and everything really. We live by the grace of the cats. It's spring, but it's still cold. How dare. I guess there's some degree of randomization to temperatures. Because it's spring, but we're still putting up bonfires in order to survive the cold. At least the berries are growing nicely. They're much less picky than cotton. Much less picky. But most importantly, how's our channel tunnel coming along? Can we start building stairs in here? No, not really. Not the efficient stairs anyways. I guess we need to have 2 tiles high area again. For the stairs, same as for most of the buildings. Yeah, blankets are important. Let's make a giant road to our channel tunnel. Yay! Temperatures are now stable. We can live fine. Smuggler. Tax collector, well, we've got something for you. A lot of cotton. A lot of cotton. We actually are getting more whiskers now to choose from. It started, I think, at 5 whiskers to choose from, now it's 7. I guess the bigger is your colony, the more whiskers arrive with every ship. Which makes sense. Not a very good selection of whiskers though, this time around. What did the cat offer us as gifts? Schematic how to make decorative fountains. Yes, that's our highest priority right now. We just had someone die from starvation. We're all freezing. But hey, you can make decorative fountain with water pipe connections that I don't even have yet, I think. Reroll time. Oh, we can get some iron and copper bars and some fuel. Not, genuinely not the best offerings. But we do need fuel to stock up. So I'll take them. To avoid having to keep rerolling. Day 60 has ended. We survived 2 months. Yay! And maxed out approval even, somehow. Don't know why they like us, but they do. Okay, because finally we're feeding them something other than fish. Berries are simple, but it's better than living off of fish for months. Oh no, the pirates are here! Anyways. They'll probably pay them off just fine. Oh yeah, they just want some machinery from me. It's okay, we have machinery. Need to play on harder mode. It was very hard when I started. They just made it easier after. Which, to be fair, makes sense. A lot of people were complaining, or like rather bringing to attention that the normal difficulty for them was rather difficult. Oh no, our warehouses are filling up again. That's a problem that hasn't happened in quite a while. How is it happening actually? Ah, cotton. We have too much cotton. And surprisingly, too many planks. For a long time we were pretty much out of planks. Now that's been fixed. Which means what? Right, we need more houses. Oh no, approval is maxed out. Not enough overtime. I'm clearly being too nice to you guys. You need to work more. Okay, where should I put the terraformers? Oh, we're running out of logs. Oh no. Oh no, that was not... I did not expect that. I need to start growing my own trees because I pretty much cut down everything I could around here. Oh, I just now discovered I forgot to put research after I completed previous one. Oops. Yeah, I just went to the policies. So I pretty much permanently have the research policies that buffs research. It's nice. Other policies, I would say most of them cost too much in approval for the benefits they give, generally. The one exception, or like two exceptions, is the construction ones. Construction ones and research ones, in my opinion, give you good value for the amount of approval you spent. Other ones, not so much. The approval just is used up way too fast. I did try the one that doubles the mining speed at the cost of losing 20% of resources. That was nice for expanding the area. Still not sure I would do it again. We need more storehouses. Can I actually deassemble these stone shelters? Do I have enough good houses? Yeah, I do. Then why do I still have stone shelters? Hey, we're sleeping here, that's why. Okay. Okay, we need logs. We really need logs. And also we should start building up the factories. I started building some, but then got a bit distracted. Oh, we can finally make a sifting tower. For making our own efficient fuel out of coal. Just need to figure out where to put it because it gives pollution, so it shouldn't be next to important things, but on the other hand, it has access from third floor, which is weird. Guess I should check first how water supply even works for putting something that's dependent on them. Water pipe. Fun. Okay, so we could place it like this. Then put a sifting tower somewhere here. Oh, Campen's idle. Why are you idle? You'd be working hard. Yay! So we no longer use stone shelters for any of our whiskers. All of them now live in a nice, cozy houses. That does make me happy. Which means we should start upgrading to the next houses, since we already unlocked the good stone houses, stone and planks. We need more farmers, clearly. I keep seeing farms that are not being tended by anyone. Problem is where to place them, since the range on farms is not near as good as I hoped it would be. Guess we could have a farm here. Yeah, at this point we are fairly stable as a colony. We are good on money, we are okay on food. Mostly the reason why is because I'm not rushing the technological development. The more educated my mice are, the higher advanced indices I have, the harder it is to keep them satisfied. I'm kind of doing realistic colony run, meaning I'm not doing any of the high fancy industry, I'm not educating my people, I'm just growing cotton and selling it to our overlords. Which is very realistic, but not as fun. So now we'll start looking into actually building industry a bit more. Or maybe this will be a topic of the next stream. Actually, this could be a topic of the next stream. Building industry. For now, we fix the mess of the colony that I made. We made it profitable and sustainable. We'll make it actually efficient next time. Oh wait, why is everyone not doing anything? What happened? Ah, mine is run out of things to do. Oops. Okay, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna go towards the right and make a farm there. Actually, we already have enough space for a farm here. We just need to be smart about it. Which I don't like doing. Oh no, I messed up the channel tunnel. I built it in a slightly wrong place, it seems. Oh well. Let's way overpay cuts on the tax. So we can get the good gifts and free up our storage from a lot of cotton. What do we get as gifts? Nothing good. Still nothing good. We can get a schematic for making salt. Salty mice. Yeah, I guess let's get it and let's get a lot of clothes as well. So we finished tier 0 of research. Completely finished it. Now we can unlock tier 1, which also is a cost resources. And it would increase expectations of all mice by half a star. So this will make all the mice angry with us. They'll be like, we know so much about the world now. We know how to make salt now. Give us better food, give us better houses, give us better everything. Or we'll hate you. Let's do that. That's what irrigation does for you. Yeah, you get picky. And then make a revolution, I guess. Yeah, they're all currently happy about comfortable houses. That will change once they no longer consider the houses comfortable. And we got a water pump. Now we need to figure out how to actually use it. Okay, each tile of water pipes costs 1 copper bar, which I have very few of. So let's build the sifting tower somewhere really close. Oh no, I ran out of copper bars. I can't complete the building. Okay, we need to start smelting some of the copper ore into bars, so we can actually build the things we want. And we should build some more. Oh, we built a bunch of farms and never really assigned the farmers. That's awkward. Going to say that we should build some more houses, and then I realize that I have people just hanging by, chilling, not doing anything. But now the settlement is looking nicer. We have second floors that organically fits into our farms. This looks nicer. We need more farmers though, as usual. Some reason we often need a lot more farmers than anyone else. We should also probably put a second cafe. One cafe is just not good enough for a settlement such as ours. Except we apparently don't have enough logs to build a cafe. Well, that's not good. Everyone grows the trees. Oh no, we forgot to give people overtime. How could we? I apologize, Mouses, for neglecting you. Of course, you deserve all the overtime you can get. Actually, let's build some more storage. We are running low on storage space. Again, what a surprise. And let's build a second basing dock. So our whiskers can get more access to clean themselves. Welcome to day 66 of this campaign playthrough. And I think I'll be ending soon for today. But because before we do that, let's do a review of our settlement so far and decorate it a tiny bit in the process. First of all, every house deserves to have its own bunch of plants, so things will look prettier. We have this central area neatly cleaned up. It's mostly storage and services, basing. A lot of the storages everywhere. I really like the trick with here, how I made curved stairs into the same passage down. I'm gonna be doing that with other second storages as well. We have quite a lot of farms, so much that even though we have 12 farmers, they're struggling to use it up, and we're not even near using up the whole island. Look, all that we've inhabited so far is a fraction, maybe a quarter of the land of the island. So there's a lot to expand even still on our island. We might even it up a bit, terraform it a bit. Otherwise, this colony can easily host several hundred mice. I do like the houses. So, central area is the warehouse area. Here we have mostly farms everywhere. And the industry, the fledgling industry, we are still not fully up to date on all the innovations we already invented. I just don't have the resources to build actual advanced buildings, but we're trying. It will be our industry zone here. Here we have the living quarter. We have 2 floors of houses. We have a fancy mansion, city hall mansion. Oh, we have some shelters here hidden. Well, not anymore. The only remaining stone shelters in the whole settlement were left literally next door to the city hall, shaming the governor, the acting tail. Except he never noticed them there too low. So now they're not there anymore. Nothing obstructs the view. We only have the nice plank houses. Our city hall, cafe, So everyone lives here. They wake up, they go to visit the acting tail, they go to work, they return, they eat at the cafe, and they go to sleep. And we have a school and research lab in case anyone wants to be smart. And more farms. And some terraforming projects. Where it gets interesting though is here. It looks like just a small passage down. Nothing suspicious. Don't look at here, our dear Claw Overlord. There's nothing to see here. It's just some stairs down. Whatever. Like. But then actually when you do go down, by now it's a big area. A really big area. Oh, I should plug up this hole. Sorry. Missed it. So yeah. We have 4 factories hidden here, 10 houses that don't have their own decorations. Oh no, they do have decorations. Just the slice view. So yeah, we have 4 factories, 10 houses, and enough space to double that. We've been digging very hard throughout all of this stream. 4 of our whiskers were bravely working here day and night, and they expanded a lot of area. I'll build more houses and more industry here later as we go to industrialize our settlement in the next stream. I will build some more stuff here and some more houses. We are also digging a channel here. I forgot to put stairs. What is it for? Its main purpose will be to give us a farm. So this is the main street, then you can go down a street, and we will make a long narrow tunnel to a secret cave-in, where we will be growing a lot of mushrooms. Hidden from everywhere. Everyone. And that will help us sustain the underground settlement in terms of food. Now if we look the other way, we are currently looking down the main street of our underground future settlement. It is starting to finally come together. Here we can go up towards the main plaza. Or we can go down. We have stairs down. Down, down. Oh no, what is this? It's a long tunnel. With more stairs on the end. I wonder where they lead. Let's go up. More stairs. More stairs. More stairs. We're on the second island! We made the channel tunnel! It's finally completed! It took us a whole year! But we dug through. It would have been so much quicker to just build a bridge. A bridge would probably take like a few days to get there. But no, we spent a whole year and we dug a tunnel that goes straight out of our underground city, out of its main street. I should actually put planks everywhere and move these guys out. They've done their job. Okay, now we have fully planked out fast movement tunnel. We didn't use the steep, slow stairs. No, we use the good, long stairs. So whiskers can quickly go up this highway. Yeah, eventually we'll turn into a railway. Eventually we can put a railway down there. For now, it will have to make do. And we might even start a small secondary colony on this island in the next stream. Maybe. We still have a lot to explore on this island. So we don't have a need to move out yet. But there's a lot of logs easily available here, so we might as well send our woodcutters and cut down this forest. And nobody suspects a thing, it's just a tunnel. So I'm very happy with how it ended up. We started this stream today as a very messy settlement of randomly built things and pretty much nothing underground. And now, not only do we have a nice settlement on the surface that looks like a cute little mice colony for any prospective settlers to look at and stop by, but also we have a hidden underground settlement and underwater tunnel. Yeah. This is it. Today we stop here and see you tomorrow, I guess. If you'd like to see more. Ambitious indeed. I am leaving next week and will be unavailable for the rest of November. So, alas, tomorrow will be the last time I can stream this. Look out for videos though. I will try to make sure the story does not die out even when I'm not here to tell it. Industrial building madness indeed. So yeah, thanks for showing up, Crow Trees, and hope you have a nice evening. See you tomorrow for probably a shorter stream and another one. Yeah. Yeah. Bye.